Super Bros Mario Bird World by Devi16Player, ROM 2024 and 2025, and Nintendo also the same years. Interesting. This is kind of an odd title screen. This is not what I was expecting. Okay, well that's interesting. Kind of waiting to see if he dies. Nope. Alright, well that's a good sign. We'll start again. It's one of the odd things to check when moderating. Welcome to my Rom Hack, a Mario Bird World. A Brazilian was made, and he also had a YouTube channel called Dava16Player. Good luck. I'm not sure what to take away from that message. That is really loud. Put a marker down for that. All right, what's this message say? This is very simple when you jump, hold B button, and poor thing with difficulties, good luck. Okay. I guess I can go either way. We'll say that the box up there is a little corrupted. That's interesting. Could be aesthetics, could just be wrong. And we have some cutoff here. Let's check our pipes now. Oh. And there's cutoff to the right here as well, right next to the pipe. Alright, otherwise, no cutoff here. This is what this is going to be, isn't it? Just me checking pipes. There's more cutoff to the left, or left of Mario, right by the pipe. Two-tone pipe, because it's placed on a screen boundary. So, more cutoff right around here, just both sides of this. Okay. I'm not going to point out any more cutoff in this level, because I've already done it like 4 times. At least these pipes don't go anywhere. And side exits. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? Left, easy level 1-1, or easy level 1-2. So, mark down that is so much louder. And non-original overworld. Good luck, you're going to need it. Okay. There are Yoshi coins. So this is what this is. It's jumping around pipes. You know, this isn't the worst concept. Like, it's not a 105 edit. Points for that. You know what I just said about it not being a 105 edit? That was incorrect. This is a 105 edit. At least I think this part is. I'll have to compare. But, yeah, then it picks up. I kind of figured the rest of it would be 105, but I guess it's not. Okay. Cut off there. Yeah, this is 105. Yeah, this is... What is this? What? Why just include 105 in the middle of everything? Alright, well, let's at least check this out and see if it teleports me someplace interesting. A different wet path with cutoff and two-tone pipes. I wonder if this would be challenging if I didn't have the cape. But he did give me a lot of cape. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I guess I got dragon coins. So I don't really... I guess that's a sandbag. Do the next bit without the usefulness of cape. If you want to see the real sub-message, please join the sub-message queue. Estimated wait time is 13 hours. Sup, Steven? How you doing? Thank you for the 16 months. Was not expecting that on level entry. We're just checking pipes. We did the easy part. It says there's only 0 exits, but there's not. Point of advice. To pick up a shell, use the X or Y button. To throw a shell upwards, look up and let go of the button. That's so very odd. Sup, Fries? Doing okay overall, spent some time with a friend earlier, and that's nice. How am I doing? Decent enough. Tried to get my car fixed. Called the insurance today, so that was good. What wasn't good is they sent out a... They rigged up everything nicely. Like, they got a shop, I got in contact with me, I didn't have to contact them. And then they went and got a tow truck, but the tow truck can't get into the dang parking lot because it was too tall. And it showed up like 3 hours late. And the tow truck driver didn't know if there was a place to drop off the car after hours at the specific location. So ultimately it was a tremendous waste of my time. But I called insurance again and they've got a different company, but then they called me a second time. EM Level Star, what? They called a different company. If the name and difficulty and level star, it's a bonus thing. Let's start with the easy and then medium can be. Okay. So yeah, just basically ended up wasting a few hours. Like, it was a beautiful day, so I just kind of chilled outside while waiting, but... was hoping to go downtown. Found out that Jupiter has the new King Kong machine in, which I'd like to play. And I need to do some... I need to play Venom, so that would have been convenient. Mistakes were made. But... I think the creator of this hack is Brazilian. I think that has been stated. So... not complete familiarity with English is expected. But this is what this hack is. That's a very terrible day. There's a pinball machine on Jupiter. There's a pinball place in near downtown Seattle. In downtown Seattle? What is that place called? Belltown. Not Bellingham. That's a different kind of place. Called Jupiter. There's 3 relatively large pinball places downtown. Jupiter, Shorty's, and Just the Tap. Did I just hear a Midway? I think I did. Well, can test it anyway. Terrible day? Well, it was a nice... At least the weather was nice. Called up, talked to my mom for a bit on the phone, listened to some things. Some audiobook. Like, it could have been a lot worse. Had some tacos. But assuming that they come when they say they will come, I will get time to play some pinball tomorrow, maybe. We play a lot of pinball on Monday, though, so maybe it'd be good to take a longer break. Ended up staying out far later than I had anticipated Monday. But also I talked to the lady who hit my car. Nice enough lady. Very Midwestern. Felt very apologetic about the whole thing. And, yeah, could have been worse. Can you get a Yoshi into... Oh, I guess you can. Bye, Yoshi. He was just crapping my style. This is what this is. How's how you doing, Max? Also, I feel like my sentence was less ambiguous. It was at Jupiter, not inside Jupiter. Congratulations, you can now pass the level. You understand how to do it, right? No. No, can't quite make it up there. Alright, well, whatever then. But yeah, King Kong still hasn't made it over here. It's been out for like a month in various other places. It just takes a long time for new machines to get to Seattle. Alright. That is so annoyingly loud, comparatively. This is also an edit of Yoshi Island 2. You know, I picked this up because it said Misc Puzzle on it. I don't know what I expected. Oh look, it's Yoshi's Island 2, with Yoshi. Check the pipe hack, pretty much. How you doing, Milgrips? Congratulations, you got Yoshi. Now you just need to let it go so it falls from the hole. Choose correctly. Wait, what? Falls from the hole. Okay, is this a pick-a-pipe thing? Tutorial. With Yoshi, press A button after B button and hold. Guess it's the how you jump off Yoshi information. Okay. In cases like this, you check Lunar Magic? Probably. My expectation is that none of these pipes go anywhere. I'm checking enough of them. Given the level edit stuff, it's not likely I'm going to let this go unless it really impresses me in the next little while. Hello, if you are reading this, you are pathetic. Been a lot, but it's terrible rarity. Jax, Digital Circus. Okay. Well, that wasn't very nice of you. I've never actually seen this alleged Digital Circus, but I've heard of it, I believe. Just trying to imagine fries that's stuck in a vase now. Oop. You know, it's all kind of pleasant to just be in normal Super Mario World, I guess. Like, sometimes there are no surprises, and that can be nice. Come on. Oh, God, I know one of these has a thing in it. Nope, just one. Prize, stuck in a vase, checking Lunar Magic. This is my life. It's your life now. Alright, so what we've learned here is the midway well, I need to check the midway. I sincerely doubt it's going to be broken, since 105. Or, well, not 105, I don't know what this number is. But, yep, just very chill last couple days. Got ahead on my YouTube stuff, which was nice. Did a bunch of cleaning today while I was waiting for people to show up. Got my shoes back from the cobbler. So, like, honestly, I was pretty dang productive today. I can't really complain. Didn't get the P-switch jump, but, you know. Oh my. Well timed. I was not ready for that. Neither is the P-switch. Alright, let's go for it. What? 29. Nope. Not the best number. I was hoping for something better. What's up, Glitch Cat? Thank you for the raid. Hope your stream went well. What were you up to? Hopefully something fun. We're moderating a hack that's Flappy Bird level edits. And bizarre message boxes. If you leave this 2 feathers, I just wanted to add a feather, but here I did what an adventure, right? See, we're learning. Rode minecarts. Interesting. In hacks or playing Donkey Kong Country 2 or more X-Men style exploits? Minecarts are fun in video games. I'm not sure I'd want to ride one in real life, but I'll put a marker down for edit. X-Men? I hope that went well. That game seems hard. Oh yeah, marker. It's a edit of Yoshi's Island 3. Can I do this without? Nope, bye Yoshi. I can always get another one. That pipe goes somewhere. That was probably a default pipe. Nope, we're doing this. There's another pipe. It's a level 0 pipe. Oh, I love level 0 pipe. You're my favorite. So yeah, moderation is a type of quality assurance, and one of those things is you shouldn't send people to level 0 because you don't want to go to level 0. It just locks you in, and then you're stuck. In times past, I'd have to wait for the timer to run down, but thanks to the power of USB to SNES, I can kill Mario anytime I want to. It has truly been an innovation in SMW moderation. You know how we'll do it. Honestly, between that and lives, I feel like those were the best things I made for the purposes of moderation. There's some cutoff up there too. But yeah, so this is for SMW Central. People submit all sorts of interesting hacks. Sometimes we accept them, sometimes we don't. And there is a quality bar that must be met. And my general feeling right now, based upon the 3 levels I've played so far of this 0-level hack, is that this is not going to meet our quality bar. Alright, let's do this one the normal way. But in the interest of not having to why do I do such things? And now we're Peachy. Now we're Daisy. Wrong window. Again. But yeah, the kill command is actually kind of cool because not only does it kill Mario, in this case Daisy, it also puts a marker on the Twitch video, which I use to figure out, to make a list of, what later gets transformed into a comment on YouTube that is a list of timestamps. And I use those to write my moderations so I can know exactly, basically make an itemized list of things that I would like to see fixed, or possible issues. It's been my style of doing things. Other people moderate different. Oh wait, no, we still need to go down that pipe. Because we're not doing that. I'm not going to check any more of these pipes. I suspect all of them go to level 0. Also, fun fact, you can check for undefined pipe exits. I didn't press down. But you can check for undefined pipe exits in Lunar Magic using a, I think it's like just a menu command or something. Most people would send an email with feedback, send a notarized video. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Other moderators write out comments pretty specifically or include screenshots. So I found the screenshot thing to be kind of a pain in the butt for me with my setup. I had a whole system for that too, where it would like upload it to my server, which is a Raspberry Pi in the sky. Now, I assure you I did not press down. Well, Raspberry Pi in the cloud. Very careful. If this pipe takes me to level 0. Raspberry Pi in the sky with diamonds. I like it. Okay, we didn't miss much. And then it would optimize the PNGs I got, and then do some stuff. And it, you know, it works well. It worked well for the time being, but it wasn't really the system that I needed. And this system has worked out really well. Screen record debugging. Code bad, please fix. You pay for a service that provides you a pie, or did you put my own pie in the cloud? So, it's actually a weird... Are all of these level 0s? I'll need to check the midway anyway. Fun fact, when you enter this via an unexpected route, you can't leave after getting the 1-up. It's just not there. So anyway, the Raspberry Pi. I have a friend who, for various reasons, runs his own hobbyist ISP. So he just likes the idea of running his own ISP, and he has fun doing it, and I asked, can I have a Raspberry Pi in your colo? And he said yes. So, and it's actually moved closets at least once. So the first time I went down there, this is in the Exchange building downtown. Is it the Exchange or the Westin? I forget. But basically we set it up, and I was like, yeah, no, I left the wireless on in case we need to debug stuff. He's like, that's the one thing you can't do. And I'm like, oh, that sucks then. We'll turn it off right now. But yeah, it's just a Raspberry Pi sitting there. I probably should switch. I could easily get like a VPS from Squiggles or the same guy, because they have like these gigantic machines sitting there doing nothing. The guy who owns his own ISP also offered, basically, is like, if I had a machine I wanted to colo somewhere else, like an actual proper like Blade kind of thing, I could, but I didn't want to at the time. Nowadays I probably should have. It probably just would have been a smart move. But long story short, I have weird friends. Alright, this level is an edit. Yes, ISP, Internet Service Provider. This level is an edit as well. If this takes me to 105, I swear. Oh good, it takes me to Pokey! Everyone's happier when they see Pokey. Look at how happy Pokey is. But yeah, he runs his own ISP, and he has all of the proper accreditation for that, and all of the documentation. So, like, my machine is legitimately on the proper internet and all that. There's no, like, weirdness going on with... I'm going back to Pokey. As far as I know, no. I also have never been charged any money for it, so if it's a fake ISP that does evil things that I'm not aware of, I'm probably still okay with it, to be honest. Private internet... yeah, there are. I mean, he's still vaguely public-ish. Like, you have to publish an awful lot of information to be an ISP, just in general. I didn't check this pipe. I'm not going to get a 1-up. But yeah, like I said, he's done all the work to do it. He's probably paid a decent amount of money for all of the stuff you need to prove you're a real ISP and all that. But like I said, it's fun for him. There are some people who have fun doing all sorts of LARPy things. All you need is a DNS. I don't think that's true. The easy world is ending, so you quickly understand how it works. Yeah, I do. This is basically vanilla games with random pipes sticking up everywhere? Yes, that is it. That is exactly what this appears to be. The thing is, it says this has 0 exits, and then has 3 different screenshots, 2 of which are world maps, one of which isn't the right one, and the other one, yeah, like, I don't understand people's screenshot game on SMW Central. This is also much louder. Much louder music. This level is show your performance process. Play again for clicking on L and R buttons on the same time. Davi 16 player. Yep. And what sounds like Mega Man music. Ah, okay, now the pipes are upside down. That's different. I'm not really sure what to think about that. Uh-oh, almost lost it. Oh, got the Yoshi coin. Oh, let's try that again. Naked pipes indeed. How you doing, Simon? And more pipes. Uncollectible pipes, bizarrely. Scandalous, I know. Okay, slight corruption on the overworld to the left. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on here that is not acceptable for SMW Central. The original, the unchanged overworld's a big one. Things like this, you shouldn't really have two-tone pipes in your hack. Sometimes you can kind of do it if you're doing like a Kuso kind of thing. Or, and on complete honesty here, if you're colorblind and don't notice, I think is the other case where it's at least mildly acceptable. I should point out this legitimately actually happened to Barb. Barbarous King is in fact colorblind. And there's a two-tone pipe or two in Pooh World 2, I think. And yeah, no one mentioned it to him and he just couldn't see it because red-green color blindness or whatever pair of colors he's blind to, I don't know. So the more you know. And of course, Hawaluta appreciates a good two-tone pipe. One question, because someone ran into my parked car in the garage, which is kind of annoying, but we're getting it fixed. One question they kept asking me is, what color is my car? And at some point I'd ask, well, so what would have happened if my car color had changed between you and he asked it? Oh wait, this says it has 2 exits. Alright, you check more pipes, I guess. No, she. But, the change says, oh, it's just to make sure that the tow truck people get the right car. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it was some sort of verification system. Okay, so far, nothing. Though, honestly, my guess is that this level probably doesn't actually have a second exit, and it's just the dot from Donut Plains 1, which does, of course, have a secondary exit we all know and love. You have to update color change the DMV. As far as I know, no. But I legitimately have never done it, so I wouldn't know. Alright, it's Lunar Magic time, unfortunately. Let us see if there's anything in that level that we can do something with. But my suspicion is no. Another fun fact about my system, it dumps any hack I've made, or any hack I throw into it, into the temp directory, so I can quickly look up things like this if need be. Also, this is still really loud. Okay, level numbers, big overworld, that's 15. That sure doesn't look like it has a secondary exit. Check for pipes. Nope. There is nothing here. Alright. I'm gonna put a marker down for that. Red exit does not have a secondary exit. Or red level does not have a secondary exit. Red wizard needs food badly. This is, well, He removed the auto-scroll. Interesting. It's almost creepy without the auto-scroll. Oh, never mind. There's stuff here. And the two-tone pipes. You know, I do feel like there's probably a way you could get away with this and actually submit it to SMW Central, but I think you'd need to put a bit more work in. Anyway. Other things I need to do. I still need to go back to Baba in the near future. Because honestly, I was having fun with it. I just, you know, we've gotten distracted with other things. Hey, look, a Yoshi. That probably would have caused problems when we brought our first Yoshi around. Oh, hello. Oh, of course, that one goes up. Because it's this pipe. I'd like to be able to... I want the ability to start select, so we're just going to do this. Oh, actually, I don't even have to lose my Yoshi. Yeah. Oh, and then also UFO 50, because I really do want to know how the spooky adventure game ends. And I was apparently really close to the end. I had like 70% of items or something. Like, that's fairly close. Not to mention, there's still like 20-odd games. I mean, 40-odd games I haven't even tried yet. Right, I already did all these. I don't need to do them again. Hey, Yoshi, that is the pipe that goes. I don't need to check that one again. Since that appears to be the old geometry, I'm going to leave it be. Oh, hello. Man, we are just alert. We're just raiding today. Sup, Purgatory Razor? How you doing? Thank you for the raid. Enjoy your message box with its beautiful fish for a moment. As we get back to this level, which is, you know, Donut Cave. Donut Cave. Anyway, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a fun stream. What were we up to? We are moderating a hack, which is basically vanilla SMW with more pipes. That's pretty much what this is. Doing well. How goes Bird World? It's going. I wouldn't say it's my favorite hack of all time yet. But this is probably going to get rejected because it's basically vanilla Mario World with extra pipes. And I found several ways to teleport myself to level 0, which has been problematic. But we'll play through anyway. That's probably fine. Oh yeah, I should do this because Fries is distracted. It is an awful lot of pipes, it's true. I feel like if you wanted to do this, and you made an auto-scroller, and it was for QLDC, you might be able to get away with this, but as a regular submission, especially one that has 0 exits, and has been submitted to the puzzle section, I think you would need to do a bit more. Had a decent night, blew through some beginner hacks, booted up Super Hark World, and quickly learned that hack should not be listed as a beginner hack. Is that a beginner hack? There was a great remoderation of things. Oh, hello. Okay, you know what? That was more interesting. Okay. You can slide the screen left or right by pressing L or R buttons on the top of the controller. You may be able to see further ahead. Okay. Vanilla message, vanilla level. Glorious octagon. Wasn't ready for a whole cluster of those. Cluster crows. Fuzzies. I don't think there were any natural pipe exits in this. No. Okay, I guess it would have been fine if I missed the bus. Oh, there is a pipe. This takes you to the bonus stage. supposedly would say Sauna World and Gamble are significantly easier than Hark Bros. I think part of that... What? That's kind of cool fuzzy behavior. I've never seen this. Like, what? When they hit a surface, they jump? Is there a hidden, like, bit of rope down there? A line I can't see? Is this standard behavior? I do like the octagon. I don't know what to say about that. I got distracted. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if some hacks that were beginner hacks have definitely shifted in size. Like, the thing is, beginner itself has also kind of moved a fair bit. Like, there was a time when you would definitely just tell people, oh yeah, just play Quickie World, the first one. Which most people wouldn't do now. As a recommendation for a beginner hack. Because there's just better beginner hacks with more information. Kinder difficulty curves. No software castle. That kind of thing. I wonder how much they've edited here. Actually, a little bit worried this is going to take longer than I want it to take. I mean, admittedly, I could probably just give this up whenever I feel like it, because it's a bunch of level edits. But after software, you know how to ride sauce? Oh, it's true! I'm just saying in terms of... Oh, hello, this is different. Now there's floating munchers. There's floating munchers. You can easily rotate your muncher. Please don't be level 0. No, it's not level 0. But I would say in terms of, like, convincing people to stick at Kaizo, Quickie World 1 is probably not the best route anymore. Just because there's an awful lot of other options now. Like, there's been an explosion compared to then. Like, what, original Quickie came out in... When? 19? 18? I think? Like, there's just a lot of stuff that's happened between here and there. Oh, whoops. Don't think you could bring yourself to rotate a muncher? Like, you prefer your munchers to be floating? Quickie World 1 was the first hack you beat? Well, it's good still. Like, I'm not going to say that it's bad. Valdio doesn't really make bad stuff. It's more of just, like, if someone asks what's my first suggestion, I'd like to play some Kaizos. That is not going to be the first suggestion anymore. When you've got things like Love Yourself, Learn Kaizo to Learn. I mean, to be fair, Learn Kaizo to Learn doesn't really replace Quickie so much as it replaces Learn to Kaizo, which had its own difficulty curve problems. Definitely would not recommend Kaizo Kindergarten for Babies, which has some great information at the very beginning about how to Kaizo, which is true. Unfortunately, then it goes and makes you have to do some very, very challenging things to be able to succeed and go forward and get more useful information. So... think it's one of the key features this game has over Mario Maker out of the box. Not rotating munchers. I think I may have moved topic a couple times. I will say that the levels are at least getting more creative. Ooh, skinny pipes. Didn't see that coming. But then they interject and the level comes back to where it was. Kaizo Kindergarten first, it was great. Did you beat it? Like most people who say they've played Kaizo Kindergarten first may or may not have beaten it. They probably didn't. I don't know. I got hung up on the regrab part. It was good. It was hard. But you need to master the parts before you can move forward. May or may not be what you want to do. 6+ years ago? Dang. Alright, this level is to show your performance. 2.0! Process. Play again. You already know. Davis 16 player. You know, it just came to me. Don't know if any of you ever watched Pete and Pete. But in Pete and Pete, there was a character whose name was Artie. He was the world's strongest man. And for whatever reason, his catchphrase was the word pipe. Definitely unrelated to Super Mario World, I'd assume. Pete and Pete was a weird show. There Go. Okay. Good, I can still make that Sans Yoshi. Down. Oh, nope, I'm an idiot. Yeah, last deck I played significantly had wall jumps. Every once in a while I'm like, oh yeah, wall jump, I'll just do that. No, that doesn't work here. If you're willing to grind, Kaiser Kindergarten wouldn't be a bad first hack. Definitely tough, but teach you so much. Absolutely, but it's one of those, like, you play it to the point where you're kind of done with it, if that makes sense. Like, it's definitely a pick and choose kind of hack when you pick it up and drop it. It's not like Quickie World, be like, yeah, just go play Quickie World. Play all of it, it's fine. Or Quickie 2, obviously. I'd say play it until you reach the point of your competence, and then go do other things. You could grind it out, or you could, you know, learn to use more of those skills in more differenter setups. As opposed to the sort of kind of clinical setups that are used for Kaiser Kindergarten. Not bad, again, just is what is. Love Pete and Pete. Actually went to a Pete and Pete reunion QA and LA 20. Oh, that's cool. Did not play or beat the bonus levels from collecting all the Yoshi coins. I mean, the Yoshi coin things are kind of needlessly sadistic because they don't save. So basically, you don't do them unless you do them in one sitting. Or use save states. I think that's a perfectly cromulent use of save states. Is when you have a hack like that that doesn't save stuff and you don't want to spend all your time redoing it. There we go. I mentioned I'm really glad I have a cape and a Yoshi. Admittedly, the Yoshi's making some of these jumps a bit harder, but there's almost something to this. Thank you for the follow. Though you do, yeah, exactly. You have to get all of those. Anyway, enjoy your fish for following, and hopefully that didn't mess up my timing. Those alerts are actually in the game. They are message boxes, so they can, in fact, throw me off. Okay, yeah, Yoshi's gonna have to go here. Alright. We made it. 25. Genuine question. How would someone inadvertently break the item box graphics like this? Is an exciting choice? I don't know. My guess is it was an accident. Some sort of graphic insertion's gotten wrong, but I couldn't tell you. Like, I want to say that's the graphics box is always in VRAM. So, like, I think it's a part of a compressed file. What are the graphics is, but I don't know off the top of my head. That's not an original world map. Warning, Hard World won't have that thing about being pitted. Unless you lose, you won't get pitted. Davey 16 player. What does that mean? What is pitted? Cord is a thing, but pitted. I had some cherries today, actually. Talked to my mom. She's like, "Oh, I bought some Rainier cherries." I'm like, "It's too early for Rainier cherries. Those are a top of summer kind of thing." No, apparently she did. Went to the store. They actually had some. They were a little tart. Tarter than they should be. But, like I said, I feel like it's early season for them. Took pitied on? Maybe. Past tense of pity. As in, I pity the fool. I showed Snyder my favorite Mr. T video the other day. Mr. T learns to play the cello. Which is still one of the most amazing things. Okay, can I do this the way I want to? Probably. It's part of a motivational video. It's like, be somebody or be somebody's fool. Alright, let's see what's up here. Okay. And so at first, Mr. T fails to play the cello because he misunderstands that a cello is not a violin and falls out of his chair. And then, he understands how a cello works now and stands it up properly, but he can't use the bow properly because he lets it fly out of his hand. So he solves that problem by attaching it to his hand with a handkerchief. Then the problem is that he's lousy at it. And his neighbor complains. And drops a bunch of plaster on his head. And finally, he plays the cello adequately while having... It goes to level 0?! What was I actually supposed to do then? I'm actually surprised. That was not what I was expecting. But yeah, then he plays the cello adequately while he has an umbrella on top of it to prevent his neighbor from interfering with him. I guess thanks for the GG. I might have to look at Lunar Magic to see if there's something I've missed. So I thought I'd checked most of the pipes fairly well. This could be very crafty. But, like, there's almost something to this. Like, I don't hate it. Like, oh, well, that wasn't smart. It's like an idea here that I think is almost good. It just needs some polished practice and to not have all of its levels based upon the original levels. Okay, 11A. Let's see. Check for exits. It says exit to level 1EFF. Okay, well, I went to 1EFF. Exit to level 0. Yep, that's it. Like, this is the end of the hack. It's just broken. Needs polished practice and all the levels being fast auto scores. Honestly, I think having some auto score levels would work. Like, that would be much more akin to the Flappy Bird expected. But, like, if you made a hack like this, I think it could find an audience. I think it just needs, you know, some work. And audio balancing. Like, the concept I think is fine, just this execution is not good enough, is really it. And it definitely has not been tested well. And let's see where it says here. There's a way of, like, scan ROM. That's not what I'm looking for. Where's the thing it tells you? There's a way to get it to scan for undefined exits. But of course, this being Lunar Magic, there's a million things everywhere. So it's really hard to find anything, so I'll have to figure out what that is. Yeah, there it is. Scan for undefined exits under levels. The following screens have exit things that are undefined or lead to this. 5. If you do not set an exit destination or remove them, you won't see anything. Here's my question. Did he edit the next level? Because we could cheat our way in and see. Let's see. No. This level... No, he did edit it. Huh. One of the door icon buttons? Oh, that's convenient. Yeah, it's the one to the right of the show exit screens. Mean audio balancing? Shouldn't follow up a port so silent you decrank your headphones with a port that blasts your ears out. Minimal volume? Exactly. Alright, you know what? Let's at least see a little bit further. We shouldn't do this. This isn't normally a thing you do for moderation, but I kind of want to see it. I'm also going to put a marker down saying this level's permanently broken. We had to look in Lunar Magic to know we could do this. We'll set timer to 1. So we'll just beat the level, because that's how that works. Oh. Well, that doesn't help. Mistakes were made. I guess that was the wrong exit. See if we can fix it with the keyhole thing. But once you break the world map, you're usually kind of hosed. Yeah, no, nothing happening. Alright. Thought to put an orb. It does that. Basically, it triggers the orb value. That's basically what it does. So when you touch an orb, it puts a timer into a certain counter, and that was what ends the level. But that didn't work. But that's probably okay. Like, clearly some other levels were edited. Let's see if 11C was, because I want to see really quick. Yep, it was the last of the quiz levels. But like I said, between the fact that an awful lot of these are clearly level edits and an awful lot of them it's all vanilla overworld, and that it's broken and an awful lot of pipes take you to level 0 inexplicably, this is just not going to get accepted. So also, why set the exits to 0? I just don't get that. That's a weird choice.